Good afternoon, world people. My name is Annie Berry. One of the most anticipated period is here, and it's the Ramadan season, where the Muslims, brothers and sisters, everybody gets to fast for a month, praying to Allah, asking Allah for whatsoever they want, and also abstaining from certain things. So here is the interesting thing, guys. Jiji actually collaborated with the Islamic Strength, setting aside 1 naira each for every unique view recorded in the Ramadan store. And that's not all. For every deal struck on Jiji, 10 naira will be donated to the Islamic Strength, where they in turn proceed to provide necessary things that will be given to the less privileged, those that are unable to feed, to drink, or to do one or two things. This is a great opportunity. Even though you don't have all of the money, all you need to do is just visit the store. You are feeding someone, and you know, right? All right, so before I go, I would be taking you round to ask my Muslim brothers and sisters the things they have actually set aside during this Ramadan. I mean, the things they tend to do before, but now that Ramadan is here, they have to stop doing them.
All right, Assalamu alaikum. Basically, in this month of Ramadan, I've actually learned so many things. Learned to get closer to God. Make sure I complete my 5 daily prayers. Then I used to hang around friends, so now I've actually cut down my friendship with people so I can actually have time for God, and also, practice more of Islamic, futures. They'll make my iman more stronger as we continue to fast in this month of Ramadan.
Too much sleeping and eating. I like to eat. I eat more than 3 times in a day, but because of the Ramadan, even taking my iftar, I have cut down the amount of food I take, as well as in suhoor. I cut down playing around. I use most of the time to read Quran. I cut down a lot of things, and it is really helping me. And I wish to continue like that even after Ramadan.
And I believe holiness is key. And I used to like this party person, but I dropped all that as well. So even family and friends, they have parties. I just turn it down because you'll be tempted to drink, eat, and all that. So and also, normally you have females around you. You have to keep your distance because you could be tempted sometimes.
I talk a lot. I do a lot of talking outside my job. So that has to reduce also to be able, because you have to say the right things and you can't just say there's some things you can't say. And yeah, during this month you'll be able to you get to realize those things that you have to stop and drop a lot of those words or those conversations that you get to have with some people at some time.
I sleep a lot. But now during Ramadan, I had to cut my sleep. Before Sahur, I have to observe my Nofilat because it's always good when you wake up. If you don't do your Nofilat, there's no crime in it. But when you make your Nofilat, you receive blessings from it. So that's the major thing I do. I don't sleep a lot because the month of Ramadan has taught us a lot of things. You have to let go of so many things. Alcohol, gossiping, those are the things that it's no good. Normally, before Ramadan is no good. And whatever we are doing during the month of Ramadan, there's always blessings, a lot of blessings. It's a blessed month. There's a lot of blessings on it. So may Allah accept everything as an act of ibadah. Although we are not perfect, but we are trying to make sure we are doing the right thing that they taught us. May Allah accept our prayers.
I do party and I drink. So during this Ramadan, I've stopped that. I've stopped drinking and I've stopped partying.
All right, it's the holy month of Ramadan, and since I've been able to set aside partying, I've reduced that. Then social media platforms, simply because you never can tell what you could come across on any of the social media platforms.
And one more thing that I dropped is argument. Sometimes I argue to the point whereby it's almost resulting to having a quarrel or something. So I think, to the best of my knowledge, that has been a very, very helpful thing to me. So which outside Ramadan, I still want to continue keeping my life that way. So
Ramadan has come to teach us a lot. So we also have to welcome and embrace it in a way that after the Ramadan, we'll also be able to keep these attitudes.
Mostly, I let go of social media, especially Facebook, cause of because of some unnecessary videos, and secondly, and mostly, alcohol.
And one last thing too, I would just like to give an advice to the viewers. Always ensure that fasting in the month of Ramadan. Make sure you're able to give out zakat, give sadaqah. Do good to the less privileged, to the destitute. That will actually go a long way. It's not about how much scriptures you've learned, but it's how good you treat people around your community or around the world.
Oh my God, guys, that was such an interesting section. I mean, you could hear my fellow Muslim brothers and sisters talking about the things they actually set aside or they've not been doing during this Ramadan. And the one that got my attention is the Ajia that said she eats a lot, but Ramadan fasting has actually made her not to eat plenty, 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 plenty. Oh my God, that's such an interesting one, like I said earlier. So this brings me to the end of this episode. And do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. That's how we do it. And this is to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and I hope you all learned something. Yes, I know you must have picked something. So stay holy, spread love, don't spread hate. I still remain your humble girl, Annie Berry. See you some other time.